it's Hannah and Matt here from the Life Matters team. Today we're talking all about how we navigate the Christian content in our presentations.
We think it's such an amazing opportunity to be able to share the Christian story with students all over South Australia. And for us as a team, we always come back to two stories in particular which really guides what we're all about. I remember one student, as we were sharing about God and who Christian people believe that is, he was sort of towards the back, and as I shared about God, he called out in a loud voice, "God, who's that?" And the second story is of a young student, as we started to talk about Jesus and who that is. They turned to a student next to them and whispered in their ear, "Jesus, oh, I love Jesus." So let's take that first student, the student who's sitting there in our sessions, who's never really heard of God before, is saying, "God, huh?" So we're really excited to be able to bring some understanding and some education around who Christian people believe that God is. And we do that through sharing different stories from the Bible, and in particular sharing stories about Jesus and who that is. And then there's that second student, the student who's sitting there and excited to be hearing stories that are so important to him or her. And for that student, we're really grateful to be able to bring some confidence to that student, to really validate the things that they already believe, and to give them an example that there's other people all around them that also believe the same things. And I really think that empathy is a big part of what we bring as well. And what I mean by that is, as you would know, people all around the world believe different things. And as we come into a school, there's students there who believe similar things or believe completely different things, or are still trying to figure out exactly what they believe. And I really think that it's experience that is fuel for empathy. And so as they hear stories of what other people believe, it's starting to give them an understanding of what others believe. Is it the same as what I believe, or is it different? And starting to build respect for the different beliefs that we find in our culture. And so as I've already said, we count it as a real privilege to be able to go out into schools and share the Christian story, and do this as representatives of the local church here in South Australia.
One of the questions that we are commonly asked in the lead up to Easter is, how do we share the story of Jesus in a way that is sensitive and appropriate for school students? Now, the Easter story has some challenging and difficult themes, and when it comes to talking about the death of Jesus, we tailor the language to be appropriate for junior and upper primary groups. When it comes to sharing with the junior primary group, we start by sharing that Jesus was captured and arrested, and then we share that Jesus died, and we do so in a way that skips over the graphic and violent nature of how that happened. When sharing with an upper primary group, we alter this slightly. We give a little more insight. So we still start in that same place talking about Jesus being captured and arrested, but then we also mention that Jesus was beaten and tried and ultimately was killed. We've had amazing feedback from teachers from multiple schools across the state, thanking us for the efforts that we take to pitch this at just the right level. Our intention is to make the Easter story accessible for as many students as possible.
Well, thank you so much for tuning in. If you feel like you want to share this with a line manager or principal, you're very welcome to do that. And if you have any questions, visit our website, lifemattersadl.com. We'd love to hear from you.